All right, this week's question of the week comes to me from several viewers, actually, who wanted to know why I create all these jiu-jitsu YouTube shorts, and instead of having a expert, say a black belt, in the shorts doing the techniques, I have white belts, blue belts, sometimes purple belts doing the technique in the shorts. And the first couple times I got the question, I thought, why do you care? But then I realized, maybe there's a Mount Olympus of jiu-jitsu judges and a YouTube standard that's like, oh, you all just think a technique should only be shown by black belts. And I disagree. But the story for these jiu-jitsu techniques is when I created this channel, I wasn't trying to be the next Mr. Beast or the next, whoever's famous on YouTube. I wasn't trying to do that. I created this channel for my students, and so on Monday, I post a video where I describe a culture question, a jiu-jitsu question, a lineage question, whatever questions I get, and I try to make sure that I answer those questions. And then on Thursday, one of my black belts will usually record me sometime during the week, or one of the other black belts who are teaching a technique, and we show like a technique of the week. And it's just a video of us actually teaching the class a particular technique. But then throughout the week, as I teach class, I walk around with my phone and I watch somebody doing a technique, and I'll just record them doing the technique, and I'll just post it up on YouTube Shorts. And I really didn't think anybody was going to watch these YouTube Shorts other than my students. And so the concept for the YouTube Shorts, and having a white belt, say, do a scissor sweep, or showing one of my blue belts doing a side control escape, or one of my purple belts doing a choke from the back, something like that. And the concept was, I wanted it to be a memory aid for my students of what they learned throughout the week. And so, like, rather than an instructional, they could just watch this 10, 15-second YouTube short and be like, oh yeah, I remember, we did this technique throughout the week. And now, so it was just designed as a memory aid. Ironically, sometimes these shorts, and well over 1,000, I've even had shorts like 17,000 people watch it, and I don't have 17,000 students. So clearly a lot more people watch these shorts than I have students. But that was my original intent, and my continuing intent with these YouTube shorts is I'm just recording my students doing the techniques that we're doing throughout the week, so they can use it as a memory aid. They can go back and look and be like, oh yeah, I remember we did that technique through the week. And then if they don't remember how to do the technique, and they're not able to get it from watching the short, they can always come back and ask me, and they're like, oh, Saab, when you taught this, for some reason I'm not getting it right, but I want to add this, and I'll just show them how to do it correctly. So that's why on my YouTube shorts I have I'll record white belts, blue belts, purple belts. But like, I've gotten feedback from people. They're like, oh, they look awfully rough doing that technique. And it's like, yeah, they're just drilling it in class. Like when you watch, say, somebody creates a set of DVDs, or I don't even think they make DVDs anymore, but they create, a video of them doing, an instructional video series. Like, this is like professional photography. Of course, it's black belts. They're editing it. They're redoing it. It all looks perfect. So like if you watch, say, you go to BJJ Fanatics, and you're like, oh, like, let me look at some dude's, he's showing a mount escape. Like, this has been recorded several times, and it's perfect, and it's a great instructional. And BJJ Fanatics is a great place to go for learning jiu-jitsu techniques. They don't pay me to say that, but I think BJJ Fanatics is phenomenal because, Bernardo Faria and his team, they're, like, they're filtering out anybody that's not legit. So if somebody uploads to BJJ Fanatics, then you know that person teaching the technique is legit. So I like to show my junior guys doing the techniques. And I think even as a school owner, sometimes I think people take for granted that, yeah, you're a black belt, you know the technique, you can do it, because that's how you get your black belt. But a question prospective students should always have for a school is, yes, I know you can do it, the black belt head instructor, I know you can do the technique, but can you teach me, the awkward white belt? Can you teach me how to do the technique? And a lot of times, some of the best teachers are people that just average Joes that, went up through the ranks. They're not world champions. But they can teach. And I've gone to seminars and taken classes with black belt world champions who are phenomenal, but they can't teach. And so it's like, not everybody can teach. So when you watch these videos, I hope to convey the message that, yes, I can teach you no matter what your size is, how awkward you may be, how unathletic you may be. I can teach you how to do these techniques, and jiu-jitsu can work for you too, not just for the elite athletes. So that's the answer to this week's question of the week. Got any comments, insights, feel free to fire below. And until next week, ciao.